Physically demanding. You know, you think as an actor taking on an isolation film, a survivor film, you think of the emotional demand, but you know, having to take on a movie where I had to do my own stunts for 6 of the 8 weeks. I didn't hire a stunt double until the last 2 weeks. I had to look like someone who was strong enough to be a surfer. You know, we're in the water 13 hours a day, no lunch breaks, you know, 6, 7, sometimes 7-day weeks. There was 2 weeks where we went through 2 weeks straight without breaking, and you know, being in 4-foot waves like that, non-stop, they never turn off the wave machine. You're just like, at the end of the day, your body is just beat. So it's like being an athlete more than a
Lion Ryan.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, and Kelly had to guess who was telling the best lie.
And by the way, they were both lying most of the time, and I was like, that's cheating. Only one of you.
Wait, is my husband a good liar? Because I really don't want to find out here.
I think
this
he's
is like a bad...
Diabolical pathological.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
No, he was, but he, I mean, you know, he's so... He can ad-lib anything.
Yeah,
and he's hysterical.
Yeah,
I had to raise my game.
But
that's in real life too. I mean, he's not. This is like not just
both of you guys are
I
like
think
that.
you're well suited. I feel like if the two of you...
A text message to my best friend Jamie and the president of my company, Tara. And I told them that I wasn't in the best place. I told them that I was exhausted, that I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal. I had a intense year, a lot of material success.
We love the movie more than life itself. It's both of our favorite movies we've ever done, so we said, let's get it just as slutty as possible with the promo.
And really
get out there.
No, you got it. But there's rumors all about all these insane cameos that may or may not be in the movie. I know you have a good poker face, but I've seen a few names floating around.
Poker face.
Well, I heard.
I would say that they're not like, we don't really have cameos as much as surprises. It's true. No, it's true. What do you?
Something huge is unfolding in Hollywood, and it's dragging some of the biggest names into a legal firestorm that could change everything. Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni, 3 industry power players, are now locked in one of the most shocking legal battles in recent memory. What started as a dream collaboration on It Ends With Us has turned into a brutal courtroom war, filled with accusations of sabotage, manipulation, and career-destroying power moves. But how did it all spiral out of control? And what shocking evidence just surfaced that could change the outcome forever? Let's break it all down. When It Ends With Us was first announced, fans were beyond excited. The best-selling novel by Colleen Hoover had already built a massive following, and with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni both starring and producing, expectations were sky-high. The project had all the ingredients for success, but behind the scenes, tension started brewing almost immediately. Lively, known for her hands-on approach to projects, reportedly wanted significant creative control, more than what Baldoni had initially agreed to. Sources say she pushed for changes to the script, the wardrobe, and even the soundtrack, bringing in her own team members to reshape the vision of the film. Baldoni, who was not only acting but also directing, allegedly resisted these changes, leading to heated arguments behind the scenes. But then, things took a darker turn. In December 2024, Blake Lively shocked Hollywood by filing a massive lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. The allegations: workplace misconduct, emotional distress, and even an orchestrated smear campaign against her. The lawsuit claimed that Baldoni had created a toxic work environment where she and other women on set allegedly felt uncomfortable. Lively's legal team painted a grim picture, one where she was gaslit, undermined, and ultimately pushed out of her own project. The lawsuit also accused Baldoni and his production company of leaking negative stories about her to the press, all to make her look difficult and unprofessional. But here's where things took an unexpected twist. Justin Baldoni didn't stay silent. Just weeks later, he hit back with an even bigger countersuit, this time for $400 million. His claim: that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were the ones pulling the strings, using false accusations to ruin his career and steal creative control of the film. According to Baldoni's legal team, Lively wasn't a victim. She was a strategist, carefully crafting a plan to take over the It Ends With Us franchise. The countersuit alleged that she and Reynolds wanted full control of the sequel, It Starts With Us, and saw Baldoni as an obstacle. And in a shocking revelation, Baldoni's lawyers claimed they had proof, emails, text messages, and legal documents that showed Lively's team planning the lawsuit months before it even happened. Then, the bombshell evidence dropped. In February 2025, Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, took things to a whole new level by launching a website packed with documents, emails, and even text messages allegedly proving that Lively's accusations were a setup. The documents claimed that every time Lively didn't get her way on set, she would escalate her claims against Baldoni and his team. One particularly damning piece of evidence: a series of emails where Lively allegedly demanded that Baldoni's name be removed from promotional materials. And then, there was the leaked footage, an interview where Lively admitted that she took control of the film's editing, music, and wardrobe choices, even though she wasn't the director. And just when you thought things couldn't get messier, another shock hit the courtroom. The industry was divided. Some people supported Lively, arguing that no woman should have to endure a toxic work environment. Others believed Baldoni, saying he was the real victim of a Hollywood power play. Even more interesting, the public's reaction to Ryan Reynolds' involvement. Many started questioning just how deep his role in this legal battle really went. Was he simply standing by his wife, or was he helping orchestrate the entire legal takedown of Baldoni? Then came Lively's shocking claim that this legal war had traumatized her children. In a court filing, she said the stress of the case had left her unable to function and that her family's privacy was being destroyed by the media circus. But Baldoni's team wasn't buying it. They argued that Lively herself had leaked court documents to the New York Times, fueling the very media storm she was now complaining about. The public backlash was swift. People were split. Was this a genuine cry for help, or a calculated attempt to sway public opinion? On February 19, 2025, a major ruling came down. Lively's request for a gag order was denied. This meant that Baldoni's team could continue to publicly release evidence, making sure the world saw their side of the story. And that wasn't all. Lively also lost her bid to choose who could depose her. This meant she would have to face Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, in court. Legal experts say this was a massive blow to Lively's case. In federal court, a gag order is nearly impossible to get, and the fact that it was denied so quickly raised serious questions about the strength of her claims. But here's where it gets even crazier. The trial might be moved up. Originally set for March 2026, judges are now considering fast-tracking the case, meaning Lively and Baldoni could be facing off in court much sooner than expected. And with millions of dollars and entire careers on the line, the stakes couldn't be higher. As both sides dig in their heels, the legal battle is turning into one of the most expensive lawsuits in Hollywood history. Industry insiders suggest that the damage to both Lively and Baldoni's careers could be permanent, regardless of the outcome. If Lively loses, she risks being labeled as manipulative and vindictive. If Baldoni loses, his career as a filmmaker and actor may never recover from the allegations. Meanwhile, their legal fees are skyrocketing. Sources estimate that both teams have already spent tens of millions on legal expenses, with no end in sight. This lawsuit is quickly becoming less about justice and more about who has the resources to outlast the other in court. With the trial now potentially moving forward sooner than expected, Hollywood is holding its breath. Will this be the final nail in Blake Lively's career? Or will Justin Baldoni prove that he was the real victim all along? No matter how this ends, one thing is clear: this case has already left a lasting impact on Hollywood, changing the way power struggles in the industry are fought. And as more revelations surface, the story is far from over. What do you think? Who's really telling the truth? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates in this explosive legal war. Regardless of who ultimately wins in court, this legal battle has already reshaped Hollywood. The power struggles, accusations, and courtroom revelations have set a new precedent for how industry disputes are fought. Careers are on the line, reputations are being permanently altered, and the entertainment world is watching closely. As more evidence surfaces, will the truth finally be exposed? Or will this case drag on, leaving more questions than answers? One thing is certain: Hollywood will never be the same after this. Who do you think is telling the truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update in this unfolding drama.